What's up, everybody? It's your girl Tamika. Y'all, it's been a lot going on, and I don't even know where to start. I know I've been gone a few days. Been trying to take care of some personal things. My sister had a death in the family, and I'm trying to be there for her. And as I'm dealing with that, I'm constantly reminded how life is so short and how precious life is. And to be reminded of that, and then to see all this senseless violence done by cops to our people has just put me in an emotional tailspin. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about Terrence Clutcher, who was brutally killed by police officers for basically being accused of being high on PCP. And here's the thing. Being high on PCP is definitely illegal, but it's not punishable by death. So I don't care if he was high, not high. You don't deserve to die for that. And supposedly the story goes that, his car was in the middle of basically in a standstill, and another cop thought that he must have been high because the car was at a standstill in the middle of traffic. And the helicopters came, and the cops from the helicopters were, instructing them to use the taser on Terrence and talking about he looks like a bad dude. And next thing you know, he gets shot and killed. One single shot, y'all. And this man lost his life. This man lost his life on an assumption of drug use. I mean, like I said, I know it's illegal, but since when is this punishable by death? We really got to get this together. I'm not even just talking about, white people this and black people that, because it's beyond that. Like, I just really wish people would understand that it's beyond. It has a lot to do with race, but I just need people to understand the bigger picture. Like, please, people, anybody who watches this video, please just, if nothing else speaks to you in this video, please think of the bigger picture. Like I said, race has a lot to do with this, but this is just inhumane. We as human beings shouldn't be just killing each other like our life means nothing. That's white on white, black on black, blacks and whites, whites and blacks. Like, as human beings, our life is just more than just being accused of, being high. Or in the case of, Keith Lamont Scott, he was supposedly outside sitting in the car in front of his apartment building waiting on his daughter to get out of school, and things just go haywire. Supposedly, the police were looking for someone, and he was sitting outside. They observed him leaving out the car, and it was suspicious behavior going on. And then when he got back in the car, and then when he came out, when the police asked him to leave, step out the car, supposedly he came out there with a gun. The police felt threatened, and they shot and killed him. That's what's going on. That's what the police have stated. Witnesses have stated that he was just simply in there reading a book. Look, we all know there's three sides to the story. The police side, the witnesses side, and the truth. And whatever happened, to me, again, it does not warrant somebody losing their life. Okay? If he was just in there reading a book, then shame on you, police officers. If he did looked suspicious, and then when he got back in the car, you guys asked him to step out the car. He came out the car with a gun. Okay. I was always taught and believed that, okay, yeah, he was definitely wrong if he came back out with a gun. But I was always, again, taught to believe that police officers are told to, like, I always thought that with the procedure that police, if they have someone with a gun, they, of course, they're armed, so they're there to protect themselves, but they're supposed to proceed with caution, not just start firing. And then what happened to, put the gun down, put your hands up. Like, y'all just started just shooting. Y'all didn't even do the proper procedures. Y'all didn't even give him his Miranda rights. It just all went haywire. You guys see a gun and you guys are just going nuts. And I mean, I'm not just, like I said, this is beyond, it's obviously racial. It is. It's obviously racial. But I just want people to think of the bigger scale. Like, because I'm not even just talking about these police officers who saw a gun and just reacted, and this poor man lost his life. He's a father, for goodness sake. And I'm thinking about Corinne Goings. Like, she lost her life. And to me, she pulled out a gun when they had warrants for her arrest. And she pulled out a gun against the cops and threatened to kill them. And next thing you know, they're shooting out on her. And she lost her life. So my thing is this. We have to be careful, everybody. Like, to me, you shouldn't be pulling out a gun on officers threatening to kill them and expecting them to just be like, okay. And on this situation with Kevin, you guys should have acted accordingly. You should have protected yourselves, of course, but had him put the gun down. Did you guys instruct him to put the gun down before you just started shooting? Did you give him a chance to? I'm just floored, you guys. I'm just floored because I just think this just needs to end. When are we as people are going to stand up and put an end to this? Because the white officers obviously are not going to put an end to it. And people like Corinne Goins, who, as soon as they see a cop, just automatically pull out a gun and threaten to kill them. So then the people who actually got, who are actually the good cops, they feel like they backed into a corner. You threatening to kill them, so they have no choice but not to say kill you, but to protect themselves, and then you fire. Then gunshots are fired. It's just ridiculous. Like, we all got to do better. This senseless violence has to stop. We have to stop acting like all these, lives do not matter. I'm not even just saying, I just don't understand. Like, I'm so frustrated. That's why it took me a day or two to come in on this and come in on this camera, because I am truly frustrated. I am. I don't understand when this is going to end. When does it become okay for people to just act like you can just kill people just carelessly? And like I said, I'm not just talking about white people, black people, Asian people. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody should think about that. When you sit up there and you pull out a gun on someone, does your life or somebody else's life, is it just that, irreplaceable, that senseless, that you just feel like you can just take someone's life? Like, when did this society become so cold-hearted? Because it's not just about that person's life. That person has family. That person is a mother, a father, a sister, a cousin, a niece, a nephew. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. And I just wish that we all thought about that. And I've watched my girl Cheryl Underwood on The Talk. And she brought me to tears when she was talking about, Keith's, Keith Scott and Terrence Culture and talking about how, this act of violence against African Americans just has to stop. And I definitely agree with that. And I'm just thinking like all the senseless violence needs to stop. We need to start treating each other as humans and not as animals. I feel like every time I turn on the TV, or every time I go on the internet, somebody's getting shot and killed in my neighborhood. If it's not black on black crime, I'm hearing about officers just maliciously killing my people. And I'm just like, when is all this violence going to end on every level? You guys, we got to get it together. We are assassinating each other. Everybody is just acting like we are just disposable creatures. And I'm like, what happens to humanity in this world? So you guys, I know this was like all over the place, but I'm just feeling some type of way because I just feel like no one has any sense of humanity anymore. Everybody is just out to hurt everybody. Everybody's just out to kill everybody. And it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like Cheryl Underwood said that she, as an African American woman, is afraid to drive when other people don't have that fear. But if you look around, everybody is just going nuts. I mean, I never thought I'd see the day where, like I said, all the senseless violence. And then we got our political leaders, having to take stands on all the craziness that's going on in this world. And some of them who's running for office, Trump, are actually infuriating the whole situation with his rallies and his pandering. It's just, I just don't know. I just don't know what type of world I'm living in. Anyway, y'all, I'm sorry. I just got a lot on my mind, and I just wanted to come in here and just talk to y'all. Like I said, y'all, life is precious. And before people go out there and just think it's just cool to just shoot somebody or beat somebody, or before the police think that, it's okay to take another human being's life just because of the color of their skin, just think about it. At the end of the day, we all bleed the same. We all are the same at the end of the day. You take away the color of our skin, we're all human. Anyway, y'all, till next time, peace. And I do mean that. Peace and love.